The world has never been this crazy. Everything is kind of unwinding on some level or another. Iran has nuclear capabilities. Israel's bombing them. I don't know where I stand on all that, but what I do know is that Iran cannot have nukes. They will use them, and they will use them on large populations and hurt lots of people. Some are saying that the same thing was said with the war in Iraq, and I don't know. I wasn't in there, I wasn't enlisted. But what I do know is that Iran had some rules to play by, and they're not playing by them. I do think that Iran is one of the most dangerous countries on the planet, and I do believe that they are filled with terrorists and stuff like that. But what are we going to do about it as the people, right? I mean, what can we do about it other than vote for governmental leaders that might take action? What are we going to do if that falls through? We got to consider all of this, guys. I mean, the world's a dangerous place right now, from Russia, Ukraine, stuff like that, to us, to America, to London, to um, the Scottish Highlands, any of that stuff. We have to deeply consider how we can best help ourselves and help the rest of the people around us in our own communities out. What if something does happen? What if people do die? How are we going to handle that? Well, I might have an idea. Forming a community group or something close to a militia without the need for any regiments or any of that. A militia might be a good idea in certain states, but some states have also banned them because they're extremists. And rightfully so. Some of them did need to be banned. Let's be real there. But helping your neighbor out, kind of forming maybe like neighborhood get-togethers, groups, stuff like that, associations, and putting your resources together and maybe discussing a plan in case something happens. Because guys, it's never been more real than it is now. Things can happen. They can and they will happen. We need to be prepared for that. We need to have plans. We need to have evacuation plans. We need to have all sorts of things, because any of those extremities that do occur will happen so fast and with no warning. We need to stand up for ourselves. We need to be prepared, and we need to look at this realistically. Is our president doing what's best? I personally, side with him on most things, but there's been some questionable moments. But the same thing with every president. I don't like to get political, but I wanted to make a video based solely on the fact that we as a people need to take our own fate into our own hands, and we need to do something about it in case something does happen. Because it will happen, guys. It's going to happen, whether it be a big event, small event. They're already saying that there's isolated cells, sleeper cells, and terrorist groups in our own country. We need to get ready for that. If you're a big Second Amendment supporter like myself, arm up, get ammunition, get weapons. Don't be crazy with it. Do it all legally. And if you're not pro Second Amendment, resources, water, everyone's going to have a part to play. And I think that we need to put our heads together and get ahead of this now. If you guys like my subscription content, all of that, go ahead, drop a like, hit that noti bell, throw me a subscription on TikTok. Follow me, and I'll be posting regular updates along with like veteran interviews and stuff like that. I love you all. Have a wonderful day.